Good afternoon, everyone. This is 413 Sports Talk. I'm Raheem Escalay. We're in Springfield, Mass. in the beloved Basketball Hall of Fame. Sitting with an absolute star in the making to my right. For starters, he's quarterback of the Palmer Panthers, his high school team. He's had a great year on both the ground and in the air as well. This kid can skedaddle. He took his team into the postseason, and unfortunately, they fell short, 16-13 at the end, but that's not all. He's also the star of the basketball team as well, playing point forward to a T. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to welcome to the show, Jack LETENDRE.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Good to have you. As I said, you play two sports very well. When did you first fall in love with sports?
Just probably since I was 5 years old. Just playing with the short plastic hoops in the driveway. Just kind of fall in love with it right there. Either playing basketball in a plastic hoop or just kind of throwing on a foam Nerf ball in the yard.
Yes. Okay. Early beginnings with those old little tight hoops. That's what starts the pros right there. You heard them. And now, also, as I explained too, he's not only a point forward, this kid's the quarterback as well. I love your arm. I like the way that you approach the game of basketball. But which one do you think you'd be better at if you were left with the only choice of ball?
Easy basketball, I would say.
Woo! He says basketball, and this dude's release is like throw perfect. Basketball, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Playing multiple sports has to be like rigorous on the body, the mind, stuff like that. How do you balance nutrition, rest and recovery, and school and family time?
I go to bed, probably try to get to bed 10:30 every day, so you get about 8 hours of sleep. And then you go to school, and then after school help, you go till we have football practice at 3. So you usually go do homework for an hour there, and then you go home. Obviously, you rehydrate. 2 hours of football in the body isn't just a quick recovery.
Right.
And then just kind of a boring basic meals almost every day. Just kind of chicken and rice, just kind of basic but sticking to it.
Okay. Chicken and rice, and then consistency with the workouts. And I love the fact that you balanced homework and stuff like that effectively. He's doing homework at football practice, which should tell you something, kids. If you want to be A1, you want to be playing professional sports, anything like that, you got to be A1 in the classroom and on the practice field first. I'll take that. That's good. Let's go. What do you like the most about playing basketball?
I just almost everything else around me, it almost just is like non-existent. So when I step on the floor, everything is just kind of drowned out, and it just feels like home.
Quiet. He's ready. He's focused. Dialed in. As a basketball player, who inspired you and why?
Obviously. Well, Michael Jordan obviously is one of the biggest guys. Grew up not in the greatest environment, and just kind of made it his own journey that he was gonna, support himself, his family, and then just took it to heart and just knew whenever he stepped on the court he wasn't gonna lose. And I always love his mindset. Was just, especially he goes, I never lost, I just ran out of time. So he just always knew it was gonna come back around. If he fell short of one game, he knew that wasn't gonna happen again.
Right. Okay. Jordan. I always love to ask you dual sport athletes at. What does a normal week look like you leading up to game day? And you can answer whether basketball or football.
So I always watch film for about 2 days. Usually we get like three games in between. So after we go and practice, kind of put in a game plan for what we know that they're good at and what their weaknesses are. We try to attack those in practice. Then you go home, watch a whole game film, kind of take notes, numbers, who's good at what, like what's their weaknesses, and then once it comes to game day, I always like to try to get a little bit of a nap in, just kind of get everything out, and then once I get to the gym about an hour and a half, 2 hours before a game, try to shoot around, and then it's just game time. You feel comfortable when you're prepared, and just go at it from there.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Your passing mechanics are exquisite. Like every time, as I watch your game tape, your highlights, it's the same. I mean by that, it's the same stance every time. You don't like throw a duck. You don't, or you know what I mean. Other than the few turnovers that year, but we're not perfect here. So like, where did you have any training or any individual training, or were there any camps that you attended that led you to be able to have some smooth mechanics?
No, not really. It was honestly just watching a lot of tape, because you obviously want to watch the great QBs. I love Tom Brady. Obviously, he's the best one to watch. Aaron Rodgers is a guy that I kind of fell in love with. Just passing, just kind of like his passing motion, and just like the way that he kind of slings the ball.
Go Pack, go!
I say he's not in the great spot right now though. But no, I always kind of felt like, at least throwing wise, I always just followed him, just his crazy spots that he could throw to, and all this ridiculous passing. It was just kind of something that you just look at and you're trying to master, and then you just get some guys on the field and you just kind of repetition every day.
Go out there and let's do it. Awesome, man. All right. So number 9, can you name a time, and you could pick whether it was basketball or football, when your team faced adversity and maybe you guys were getting beat by a lot. What exactly did you do to help you guys ensure a victory?
Let's see. So it's always a good one. So let's see. So for I'm gonna pick a time from basketball for my freshman year is so going into my first playoff game.
Attention all visitors, the time is now 4 o'clock in the Basketball Hall of Fame, as well as the game.
I got pulled up about 7-8 games before we played our first playoff game at Auburn, and our starting shooting guard goes down with a concussion, and I get put into the starting spot. And halftime, we were down by about 8 points, and we got a bunch of seniors. Everybody's heads are down, and basically, I'm the young in there, so I just kind of go in the huddle. I'm like, guys, this could be your last game. I got plenty more, and I still don't want to lose this game. And after that, they just kind of took it to heart, just knowing that we were too good of a team to have our season end so quick. So then we ended up in the second half. We won by 12, and I was our second leading scorer, and that was definitely just a great confidence boost just from there to kind of keep going on.
Just go out there as a 6-man and kill it, and then eventually he was a starter, and it just went on from there. And this kid he can hit anything. This is the unsung hero for his squad. He's one of the best all-around basketball players that we have in Western Massachusetts here. All right. What traits? Now we're going to switch back to football.
Okay.
What traits make a good quarterback, and which of those do you embody?
It's definitely about leadership, because you're the guy that's riding the ship for the whole season, man the offense. So authority in your voice, leadership, and then it's honestly just giving all your guys confidence and just respect. So especially with the line, without the line, quarterback's nothing. So I only got sacked this year. It was in our 11 games. I got sacked 7 times. So it was almost every game. You see a lineman pancake someone, or just literally hold someone at the line for 5 seconds. Literally the first thing you do is you just go up, either slap him on the butt or a touchdown, so that's the first guy you celebrate with. And then it's like I said, it's just giving confidence all around. So the receiver, let's just say, slips on a route, drops a pass, running back maybe misses an assignment. You're not going after them. You just let them know that it's just one play. You move on to the next one, and you know what they're capable of. That's it.
Right. Okay, that is spoken like a true quarterback right there. Are there any other sports organized or that you just do for fun that you like?
This is my first year. I'm doing track, so so especially just staying in shape, and it's just always a good workout. So
so you guys all secondaries and defenses in Western Mass on the football side. You heard this guy's gone to track, so blitz him if you want to. He'll be out a couple more times. And finally, I have to know, what teams are you rooting for professionally?
Well, basketball, I'm a big Celtics fan, and especially, geez, in front of Larry Bird, of course, it's kind of a perfect fit. But 22-3 in the last 25 games. Defense is just unbelievable. And then who's more fun to watch right now than Jason Tatum or even Rob Williams? Rob Williams is one of my favorite guys to watch.
Rob Williams.
Oh yeah, he does everything. Football though, so football is where we take a little decline. I'm a Giants fan, but so haven't won in like 10, 11 years.
Also in high school, I think the first victory.
No, yeah, but and we've just had some rebuilding years, but I like all the youth. Brian Dahl we got from Buffalo. A lot of youth that we're just trying to kind of rally around.
Right.
I think starting to just turn a corner. Honestly, everyone's
They got a good coach too. Steve DeBall or whatever.
Yeah, Brian.
Brian.
I just love him coming from Buffalo, especially Josh Allen. You see how well that their team flowed, so just carry that over.
Right. Well, everybody, again, I would like to thank the great Jack LETENDRE for coming to the show. He is a Palmer Panther. You can see him if you are coming to the Basketball Hall of Fame. He is a part of the Western Mass All-Star Experience for high school basketball. And football's coming up too. You can see him under center, see him scrambling, beating your linebacker for a touchdown. Thank you, Jack, for coming to the show.
Thank you.
Awesome.